Hey there, my friends. Welcome back to Fluent English Journey. I'm Tom, and today I've got something really special for you. We're going to do a shadowing practice together. Think of this as your personal workout for English. 3 rounds, each one a little more challenging than the last. By the end, you'll feel your English flowing more naturally. The rule is simple. Listen carefully and repeat after me immediately. Don't pause. Don't translate. Just copy my voice, copy my rhythm, and let the sounds roll out of your mouth like water. Are you ready? Let's jump into part 1. Part 1, Beginner English. The sky is blue. There are no clouds. The sun feels hot. The light warms my face. I walk slowly. My steps are quiet. My shoes are new. They shine in the sunlight. The street is clean. The houses are small. The windows are open. I smell fresh bread. A dog runs by. The dog looks happy. Its tail moves fast. I smile at the dog. The dog looks at me. It barks once. Then it runs away. A child is laughing. The child eats ice cream. The ice cream is cold. It melts in the sun. The child drops the ice cream. It falls to the ground. The child begins to cry. Tears roll down the face. The mother hugs the child. She speaks softly. The child feels better. The mother buys another ice cream. The child smiles again. I keep walking. I see a shop. The shop is small. The door is open. It sells fruit. The apples are red. The bananas are yellow. The oranges are bright. The grapes are purple. I buy an apple. The apple is big. It tastes sweet. The juice is fresh. I eat it slowly. I throw away the core. I drink water. The water is cold. It feels good. I feel fresh. I sit on a bench. The bench is hard. The bench is old. The paint is broken. The wind is soft. The leaves move gently. I close my eyes. I hear birds singing in the trees. I hear cars moving on the road. I hear people talking quickly. I open my eyes. I see the bright street. I stand up. I take a long, deep breath. And then I start walking again. My body feels light. My mind feels calm. And I can tell it's a good day. All right, now we're ready to step into longer sentences. Are you with me? Let's go. As I continue down the street, I start noticing more and more little details around me. On both sides, there are rows of small houses. Most of them have balconies, overflowing with flowers. Some blossoms are a bright red, while others glow in yellow. The sweet smell of flowers mixes with the warm smell of bread. I stop for a moment near the bakery. Through the window, I can see loaves of bread piled high on wooden shelves. The bread looks so soft and fresh that I almost feel like I can taste it just by looking at it. Inside, people are waiting in line, holding little paper bags. For a moment, I think about going in, but I decide to save it for later. I keep walking and soon reach the busier part of the street. Here, the shops are brighter and louder, selling clothes, toys, even small gifts. One shop has a whole rainbow of hats in the window. Another shows off rows of shoes in every style you can imagine. Outside the toy shop, kids press their noses against the glass, pointing excitedly at dolls and cars. Their parents smile, but they don't step inside. A little further down, I notice a small bookstore. Curiosity pulls me in. The moment I enter, the smell of paper and ink fills the air. The shelves are stacked with novels, magazines, and notebooks. I walk slowly between the rows, letting my eyes wander. Then one book catches my attention. It has a deep blue cover, with golden letters across the front. The title promises travel and adventure. Without thinking too much, I buy the book and slip it into my bag. By the time I step back outside, the sun is already lower in the sky. The street feels crowded now. People heading home from work. Some carry bags of groceries. Others walk quickly, phones pressed to their ears. The sounds of the city are louder, more alive. Near the park entrance, a man is selling balloons. Red, blue, yellow, all floating together like little planets. I walk inside the park and find a green bench, waiting under the shade of a tree. I sit down, pull the book from my bag, and open it again. The story draws me in instantly. But after a while, I look up from the pages. The park is alive. Kids run and chase each other. Couples stroll hand in hand. An old man sits alone, resting on a bench. I lean back, taking in a slow breath. The air smells of fresh grass and the cool spray of the fountain. The fountain isn't big, but the sound of falling water is soft and calming. I watch. I listen. I hold the book in my hands. For a moment, time seems to slow down. The busy city outside feels far away, and here in the park, there is only peace. The sky begins to glow orange, pink, with just a little purple stretching across the edges. Now we're ready for even longer sentences. This part may feel harder to repeat, so just follow along. Look at the subtitles if you need to, and let the words flow. Clouds drift slowly across the horizon. The tall trees look darker now, their long shadows stretching across the grass. The fountain sparkles like silver when the last light touches the falling water. I set my book aside for a moment and look around more carefully. Near the fountain, 3 young people are setting up instruments. They seem nervous at first, but soon they begin to play. The music starts soft, almost shy. People stop walking and turn their heads. Some stand quietly, curiosity on their faces. A few clap their hands gently, while others pull out their phones to record. Even the children, who had been running and shouting, freeze in place. They stare at the musicians with wide eyes. Suddenly, the whole park feels different, warmer, calmer, and somehow more alive. I let the music wash over me. It makes me feel lighter, happier, as if the sound itself is weaving everyone together. Strangers stand side by side, tapping their feet, smiling quietly, or whispering to one another. The music connects us, even though most of us don't know each other. Beside me, a small boy clutches a red balloon. It bobs gently in the evening breeze. He looks at me with bright eyes and asks, "Do you like music?" I smile and say, "Yes, I do. It's very nice." The boy nods happily and runs back to his family. I lean back again, watching the crowd. An old man with a cane sits nearby, smiling softly. 2 young girls clap and sing along. For a while, everyone feels united by the same song. It feels good to be part of this little community, even among people I've never met. After some time, The musicians play their final note. The sound echoes in the air, then fades into silence. For a moment, the whole park is still. And then, applause. People clap, cheer, shout, bravo. The three musicians smile with relief, wave, and begin carefully packing up their instruments. The guitar slides back into its case. Slowly, the park grows quiet again. Normal sounds return. Parents calling for their children. Families making their way toward the exit. A few kids cry because they don't want to leave. The fountain keeps splashing in the background. I decide it's time for me to go, too. I slip the book back into my bag, stand up slowly, and head toward the main street. Shops are closing now, their doors locked for the night, but the restaurants are waking up, glowing with bright lights. The smell of food drifts into the street. Fresh bread, fried rice, grilled meat, strong coffee. The mix of smells makes me hungry all over again, even though I ate not long ago. The glow from the cafes spills out onto the street, painting it warm, colorful, and alive. I stroll past a little cafe with wooden tables lined up outside. People sit together, laughing freely, their voices rising and falling like a different kind of music. For just a moment, I picture myself joining them, ordering a hot drink, maybe sitting back and soaking in the evening air. But instead, I decide to keep moving. Something inside tells me it's time to head home. By the time I reach my house, the sky is completely dark. The air has turned cooler, and the whole city seems calmer, almost whispering compared to the busy day. And that's it. You did it. You made it all the way through today's shadowing practice. We worked in 3 steps. First, short and simple sentences. Then, we stretched into longer, connected thoughts. Finally, we moved into a full story with rich detail and natural rhythm. That's the real power of shadowing. It sharpens your ear, it trains your mouth, it gives you rhythm, speed, and most importantly, confidence. Thanks so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Come back tomorrow, shadow again, and keep building this daily habit. Until next time, keep listening, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.